tradition runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally...
The ball pops out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. It's a draw. Fights off a defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Touch pass on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploit them.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Handoff to the lone back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And he's running in the open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The jet sweep pass. And they will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with it too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. The Sooners will move the sticks with the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him now. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion. Because
got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Moss. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. Finds his target down the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carr.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the 2nd half. They thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Now on the counter. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Sooners want to move quickly. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Moss. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He's not afraid to go deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The incompletion brings up a second down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah,
and that one is picked up in the end zone. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. After 45 on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. An Oklahoma quarterback making a play on the ground evokes memories of the Wishbone days.
And Wishbone,
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they swarm him under. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. The Sooners get enough for the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And stampeding through the defense. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Big 3rd third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. On his feet at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're... Now, come down the gut of the game. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touch. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Throwing right. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Works the middle of the field. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. He got it. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And the kick is good. He is once, twice, 3 times the kicker, and this one for the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory.